All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on something we use every single second of our digital lives, but maybe don't think about too much: the absolute basics of computer networking. It's the invisible magic that makes everything work.
But let's start with a really simple question. Have you ever hit send on a WhatsApp message and just marveled at how it gets to your friend maybe halfway across the world in literally the blink of an eye? Well, that's exactly the mystery we're going to unravel today.
Okay, so to get to the bottom of that, we have to start at the beginning. What even is networking? What does that word really mean? Now, on a technical level, it's pretty straightforward. Computer networking is just the process of connecting two or more computers so they can share stuff, information, resources, you name it. But yeah, I know that sounds a little bit like a textbook, right? Let's make it way simpler.
Okay, think of it this way. Imagine you and your friends are all in separate rooms. How would you communicate? You could yell, you could pass notes under the door, maybe tap out a code on the wall. Any way you choose to get information from one room to another, well, that's a network. It's that simple.
So, let's connect that back to our WhatsApp message. When you send that text, your phone and your friend's phone are just like those people in separate rooms. They become 2 points connected on a massive, global network, all designed to pass that message along.
So, we've got the what, but now for the so what. Why should you actually care about any of this? Why is understanding networking so incredibly important?
Well, to put it as simply as I can, networking is the absolute backbone of our modern world. It's not just some nerdy tech topic. It's the foundation of pretty much everything we do online. I mean, seriously, think about it. Without networking, poof. There's no internet, there's no social media, no online gaming with your friends, no cloud services like Google Drive or iCloud where all our photos live. Everything is built on these networking principles.
And here's another way to look at it, especially if you're interested in cybersecurity. For anyone in that field, understanding networking is just non-negotiable. You can't possibly defend a system or, find its weak spots if you don't understand how all its parts are talking to each other. It's like a car mechanic. You have to know how the engine works.
So how does this whole thing actually work under the hood? Well, the cool part is that every single network, from the tiny one in your house to the entire global internet, is built from the exact same fundamental pieces.
It really just boils down to three core components. You've got the devices, the medium that connects them, and these special networking devices that manage all the traffic. Let's quickly break each one down.
First up, devices. And yeah, this is the easy one. It's simply all the stuff that's connected to the network. Your computer, your phone, your smart TV, your printer, you name it. Each one is a device on the network.
Second, you've got the medium. Think of this as the highway the information travels on to get from one device to another. It basically comes in two main flavors: wired, which uses those physical Ethernet cables, and wireless, which uses radio waves, what we all just call Wi-Fi. And third, you have the networking devices. Now, these are the brains of the operation. They manage the flow of all that data. The most famous one, of course, is the router. And honestly, the best way to think of your router is as a little traffic cop or a postman for your data. It looks at every piece of information and makes sure it gets to exactly the right device.
Okay, so we have the building blocks. Now we can talk about the two main sizes or scales of networks you're always going to hear about: LAN and WAN.
So the big difference here? It's all about size. A LAN, or local area network, is small. Think of the network in your home or in one office. But a WAN, a wide area network, is massive. It connects devices across cities, countries, even the entire globe. The internet is the ultimate WAN.
Here's one more simple analogy to make sure this really sticks. A LAN is like talking to people who are in the same room with you. The communication is local and direct. A WAN is like picking up the phone and calling someone on the other side of the planet. Your message has to travel a long, long way to get there.
Whew, okay, we've actually covered a lot of ground really fast. So, let's zoom out. What are the key things you really need to remember from all this?
Let's just quickly recap the four big ideas. 1. Networking at its heart is just connecting computers to share things. 2. It's absolutely essential for pretty much everything we do online. 3. Every network is made of 3 parts: devices, a medium, and networking devices. And 4. LANs are small and local, like your home, while WANs are huge, like the internet itself.
And now, a little homework. No, seriously, right now, just pause for a second and look around you. How many devices can you spot that are connected to your home network? Your phone, your laptop, maybe a TV, a game console, and can you spot your router, that little traffic cop directing all the data in your home?
This all brings us to one final really cool question.
With billions of devices all over the world, how does that little router know exactly where to send your WhatsApp message? How do computers find and recognize each other? We'll answer that in our next explainer when we dive into the world of the IP address. See you then.